Hi, Sharon Brennan here, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I wanted to show you this fun card I made with my favorite paper pumpkin kit in a long time. Um, it is called Fun in the Sun, and I guess I'll show you what's in it. Last time I checked, there were still refills available. Um, this is the July 2023 paper pumpkin kit. And I love that it's always wrapped in this little tissue paper. Usually it's blue, sometimes it's other colors, but it's just like a little gift you're giving yourself, I think, or a gift you could give to someone else. Anyway, we'll get this out of the way. This is the kit. I have another one, my original kit. This is a refill kit, okay? The refill kit does not come with the stamps or the ink spot. This one happens to be Daffodil Delight, and the stamps, I have one of them on here that I used. It says "Wish You Were Here," and it's got some cute little sentiments. Relax, you deserve it. Sending sunshine to. Hello, sunshine. I have a cousin that calls me sunshine all the time. I should send her this card. Sorry, I was crabby. Waving hello. I see, SEA, brighter days ahead, and sending an ocean of love. And then there's a star, or I'm sorry, a sun and a starfish. So anyway, when I got this kit, I had to start playing with it. I'll show you what's in this, because I probably use up the other one on something else. This is like so much fun. This is, like I said, the refill. And in order to get a refill, you have to have a active Paper Pumpkin account. So that's the only one that those are the only people that are eligible to buy the refill kits. So, and right now it's August. We just started our kits collection sale. So, and it'll run through the month. So make sure you check that out too. Anyway, it comes with tear and tape, which I'll be using, and some little like sequins and envelopes. This is another reason I love the kits, is because they all always come with envelopes, and there are, I think, 9 cards in this set. So there's the envelopes are all the same. So, and these are some of the laser cut images. So I'll be using some of that. This is one card base, and they're a fun fold. I'll do a fun fold later. I have a class, it's called Paper Pumpkin and Pie, and I think this is a more complicated fold. I think some people were having problems with it. Anyway, there are a couple other laser cut images, another card base, and they're all the same fun fold. And some more laser cut images, and the third card base, and well, there's some surfboards, and there's a beach umbrella with a pail and a beach ball. There are some cute little shells, some flip-flops. The little crab, he's got little slits here so he can actually hold the sentiment. Cute eyeglasses or sunglasses, and some starfish, and then some labels. Oh, and these are adorable Adirondack chairs. So that is what's in this, the kit for July. So, and I saw a fun fold. Get this out of the way. And I thought I wanted to make a card with this. So I use some of the pieces and I cut this one down so it would fit. I actually sponged this back. This is actually, I think I used lemon lolly here, and then I sponged it with yellow or daffodil delight, flirty flamingo, and some melon mambo, and then I sponged the chair in melon mambo, and then there's a couple little sunglasses and the flip-flops that are on dimensionals, and this is all one piece here. So, and then, so this is called a pop-up slider card. Isn't that adorable? I love it. I wanted to make a scene inside of this one, and I went and overdid. A little too complicated for to do on camera. There's a lot of cutting and pasting here, but here's the laser die cut image with the surfboard, and then there's a couple, there's this image, and I cut it in half. So I have the sun peeking out there, and palm trees here, and then this is lemon lolly behind it. And I cut another one of the images, this one. I cut it and put part of it over on this side and part of it into this side. And then I cut this off of another image. I'm not sure which. Cut it off of a base, one of the bases of the cards. So anyway, I thought that was cute, and this is one of the little laser cuts too. It says "Wish You Were Here," and there's a cute little crab there. So I'm going to show you how to do this pop-up slider card. Isn't that cute? Now when you're putting this together, you have to make sure that these images here are smooth and the slider part mechanism does not catch on all of it. So let us get together and start making this card. I'm using Azure Afternoon, which is one of the colors in the kit. And I have a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece of cardstock. This one is 1 1/2 by 9 3/4, and we're going to be scoring that. And this one is 2 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm going to get my scoring tool out here. And let's see if I can zoom in a little bit while we score. So this one is the 8 1/2 or 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. Right? Yep, 5 1/2. And that's our card base. So set that aside. We are going to score it at 3 3/4. Make sure I got the right end here. 3/4 and 5 1/4. 7 7 1/2 and 9 1/4. There we go. Much better this time. And then this 2 by 5 1/4 inch piece, we are going to score at 1/2 and 4 3/4. But if it's easier, flip it around and just score it at 1/2 on each side. So I think that's an easier way to do it. And we're going to zoom back out. There. We'll put that away. So now these two pieces are going to make up the mechanism for the slider part right here. You can see that. So we are going to score this one. I'm going to get my bone folder out here. This one you're going to want to flip back and forth a couple times to make sure it folds really nice. because this is the workhorse of the mechanism. And so this one is going to fold down, and the remainder of them are going to fold up. I'll make sure I got that right. Yep, so this is going to go, I'm left-handed, I have to do it this way. This and all the score marks. So when you're done, you should have a piece that looks like that. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to, these will both go the same direction, so. And I am going, I notice this one, when scoring, it's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes colored paper, you want to do a valley. Valley is to the inside. I did it a mountain, and see how it kind of separated the cardstock. So we're going to go valley like this. And now we're going to get out some tear and tape. I want it like this. So we're going to put tear and tape on, find the end here, both sides here. And you're going to want to really good adhesive. I would recommend tear and tape, because this is going to get a little bit of a workout, and I just tore my paper with my tear and tape. But that's okay, because it's going to be hidden. But you're going to want a really good, strong adhesive. You could use what people call the green glue. It's the multi-purpose glue. But that takes a while to set. You could also use our Stampin' Seal Plus. Oops, that's the wrong one. It has the darker blue case. I prefer tear and tape because it's really easy to work with. So now, let's see, I want 2 strips of tear and tape on this part. I'm going to cut it again. I'm going to cut it so it doesn't tear my paper again. And then we're going to put a piece of tear and tape here. And one on this side here. On this other little narrow fold. I like to use my bone folder to give it a real good burnish. So this is what your piece should look like when you've got this piece ready. And so you have tear and tape on this side. This is the wider one. This is a 3/4 inch score mark. And the 2 1/2 inch score marks on the other side, you have tear and tape. So now we're going to bring our card base in. And I'm going to give that a good burnish. Now we are going to, I think we're going to do this piece first. So this piece will, so as we used to say in my office when things didn't go well, one more time with feeling. This is like my 3rd attempt at the card. I had measurements wrong, then my memory was full on my card, and then the sun was glaring in. So anyway, we are putting together the mechanism. Excuse me. So this is my 3rd attempt, and it'll be my 3rd card. And I have enough to make another card too, so, because I wasn't sure where I left off. Anyway, I'm going to burnish these ends with the tear and tape. And I like to do that because it makes the backing come off much easier. And then we're going to bring in our card base. Now this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And first we're going to put in this piece here that helps drive the mechanism. So we're going to take that off and that, and you're going to fold these back, excuse me, and I'm trying to locate it as much as I can in the middle of the card there, and line it up with the top of the card there. Just tuck that under and fold this one back, and it should match. And then I'm going to burnish those a little bit, just to give them a good seal on there. Then we're going to take this piece, and if I do this right, we want to fold this back and forth a few times because this is going to be the working part and you want it to be nice and loose. So this will be, if you have it like this, if I remember right, these parts kind of roll up on each other like that, so that it should end up like this, okay? So we're going to slide this underneath and going to line this up with the score mark. So an easy way I think to do it is to just put it in there and kind of give it a little boost up to the edge and fold it, and then if it folds, you know it's not in the way of your score line. I keep looking at the tape and I shouldn't because that's crooked. So peel this backing off, and hopefully I'm getting this right. And then we're just going to close the card on this. Give it a good rub. And it's working. So we're going to take this and peel off the backing from this end one here. That's a 1/2 inch. This one here is 3/4 inch. So it's a little bit wider, and you'll know it's wider because you can put 2 pieces of tear and tape on it. So we're going to fold this back and line this up along the edge of this piece right here. You can see that. And then this should just close like that. And I'm just going to burnish that a little bit. Make sure it's got a good close on it. There. And there is our pop-up card. This is what it looks like. So, I hope I didn't go too fast, but the good thing about video is that you can pause it until you get caught up and can see what's actually going on. So now we are going to decorate the inside. So I'm still using the Fun in the Sun. I love this. I'm glad I ordered a couple extra kits, or refills actually, because I seem to be going through it quite a bit here. So we're going to use this piece on the inside. It's going to go here, and this is Daffodil Delight, and it's 4 by 4. So I'm just going to put this on here. I just think it needs a nice little backing, just to kind of set it off a little bit. Kind of frames it. Find my Stampin' Seal, and line that up a little bit with a little bit of border. Same on both sides. Oops, I got a little crooked on the bottom there. There's my phone. Dang it, I need to turn it off. There we go. So that is lined up. I'm going to put this right here. I'm making this one a little bit simpler The other one was pretty complicated, my first one that I showed you. And then, oh, I forgot to cut another piece. I need to get a couple more pieces. I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're going to use this piece on this side here with this Adirondack chair. It's just one of the laser cut pieces, and there's no fussy cutting or anything. We're just going to put this on here, and I'm going to use some glue dots to adhere it. The other card that I made, I actually sponged it with some Melon Mambo, and I could have done that with this one too, but I think, or sponged it with another color, but I think this will be nice against the sand and the sky. So get a couple more glue dots here. I kind of wanted to do the same theme because this is kind of a sunset over here, and this is more like a day scene. So maybe we're going from night into day or day into night. And we're just going to put that there. Sitting there. Maybe I should straighten it out a little bit. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to tear it. And we're just going to take this piece of tear and tape off. If I can get a hold of it here. Got puncturing myself there. And I want to make sure that this has enough space from one side to the other, from top to bottom and left to right, so it doesn't extend out over the card base itself. So there it is. And why is it acting wonky on me? There. Close it. Yeah, it's good. And I'm going to take a couple of 1-inch strips of Daffodil Delight. They're 1 inch by, they are 1 inch by 5 1/4. And I'm going to actually do a little bit of tone-on-tone stamping. So I've got the starfish and the sun and some Daffodil Delight ink. And I'm going to put the sun up in this corner here. And I'm going to try that over one more time. It just looks a little uneven. Now that one's not much better. That one's better, I guess. And we're going to put a couple of starfish down here. Just tone on tone, just to give it a little bit more interest. And now we're going to just put adhesive on the ends because we don't want it to interfere with the mechanism. So I'm just going to put a little stamp and seal here. I want the sun up here, kind of centering it from side to side, and just a little bit of a tiny border on the top, just so it's not interfering with the mechanism. And the same thing on the bottom. Now I could have done like sand, I could have done that. I kind of wanted to stay with this same stamp set. But if you had if you put some like crumb cake on the bottom, and then if you had some kind of stamp that would be like sand, you could do that. I could have taken crumb cake and just used my marker and flicked some dots on there. I didn't think of that until just now. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to, I think we're going to put some, maybe a little shell here. Just kind of winging this. I don't have any real plan. And maybe some sunglasses. starfish there too. So that's what's really fun. You can just sit and play around with these and see how you like it. And I'm glad I bought a couple refills because I've been cutting and pasting pieces of these for different cards. So there is that one. That's the inside. Now we'll do the front. So for the front, I'm going to use, see, I had started one already. So I'm going to get a piece of Daffodil Delight and cut another piece that's 4 1/4. Nope, 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. And we are going to use some umbrellas. We're going to trim this off to, put it up here, we're going to trim it off to 5 1/4. And we've got the surfboards, and we're going to actually just cut these off. I'm just, let's see, lay this here, lay this here. I want to make sure it all fits in the card. So we're going to cut this off right about here. And then I can use that sand for something else later on. Put that back in the box so I don't lose it, because I like to reuse my scraps. So anyway, here we are. You know what? I actually am going to, I don't have a marker. I thought I had a Daffodil Delight marker that I could kind of maybe, maybe we'll do it with a little bit of green. There's some, this is Granny Apple Green, I believe. Nope, that's Lemon Lime Twist. Granny Apple Green is in here, so I'm just going to kind of flick this a little bit. If you can see that, I don't want to do too much. If you can see the little spots on there, kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. And we are going to put this guy, let's see, make sure this all fits. So these guys are going to go right there, and I'll trim that off a little bit more. There, because they're going to go in the back. And we're going to put these right here, I think. And this one I actually could pop up a little bit. Maybe I'll put some dimensionals on there. It will take quite a bit. But I think it'll add a little bit more interest to the card if they're popped up a little bit, which I didn't do on the other ones. So this is probably going to take extra postage just because it's a little thicker here, and with the dimensionals, yeah, you'll need extra postage for this one. So this would be a good card to hand deliver. So put these here, and I should actually get a strip of dimensional and put it down the middle of the umbrella thingamabobby, whatever you want to call it. Umbrella stand. Cut that off. Put that right. They're stuck to my fingers there. Here we go. Get you you out of there and line this up on the bottom. And then put our umbrella there. There. And, oh, you know what I should have done? I was going to stamp it. If I have the Wish You Were Here stamp here. Relax. And you deserve it. That's what it says. So I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to try and do it, not messing up this with the Azure Afternoon. Woohoo! Made it. There. And then we've got some little doodads, some gems I'm going to put on here because I like to bling up my cards a little bit. And put it on the card base. And there we have it. So what do you think? I like it. It's cute. It's kind of relaxing. We could put something over here too to jazz it up a little bit more if we wanted to. But I think anybody that would get this card would really enjoy it because it'd be kind of fun. So that is the pop-up card. This is the first one I made that was a lot more work, a lot more coloring and cutting and pasting with the palm tree and the surfboards and all this stuff. So there they are. And you'll have to let me know how you like them. And I'll have you, here's my information if you can see this. This is to go to my Stampin' Up website to order any products. And on that website there's also a link to my events calendar. I have a blog that I'll put all the supplies that I used on this and the dimensions. And then this is also if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. And you have to subscribe by the 10th of the month for, say for July's kit, we needed to subscribe by July 10th. So for August kit, which will be different, of course, you subscribe by August 10th. And they're billed shortly and mailed after that, shortly after that. So anyway, I hope you like this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and like and share. And I appreciate you spending some time with me. And take care and may God bless you.